Contingency plan for Superman, Clark Kent, Kal-El. Subject, Clark Kent, Kal-El. Origin, Krypton. Classification, Kryptonian, last son of Krypton. Power set, super strength, flight, invulnerability, heat vision, X-ray vision, freeze breath, super speed, heightened senses, solar energy absorption, psychological profile, compassionate, self-sacrificing, unwavering belief in the good of humanity, idealist threat level, existential introduction. Clark is my brother. I don't admit this often, maybe not at all, but it's true. He's the best of us. Stronger, faster, more powerful than anyone. But what makes him unique isn't his abilities. It's his heart, his faith in people, in justice. But with that power comes the potential for destruction. If something ever corrupts him or bends him beyond recognition, I need a contingency plan. Not because I want to hurt him, but because if he ever loses control, the world would need someone to stop him. I'd hate for it to come to this, but if it does, I will be ready, for his sake and for the world's. Surveillance and Reconnaissance 1. Constant monitoring via satellites. I already have eyes on Clark at all times, but he doesn't know the extent. He trusts me, and that trust is invaluable. But I can't rely on trust alone. Satellite systems, shielded from his senses, are tracking his movements in real time. If he deviates from his usual routes, I'll know instantly. Monitoring his energy levels, his location, and any unusual fluctuations in his powers will give me an early warning system. Second Kryptonian energy signature. Clark's physiology is powered by solar energy. I've developed ways to detect and analyze his energy output, using specialized scanners in key locations. If his energy levels spike beyond normal parameters, I'll have the data in seconds. It's not just about knowing where he is, it's about understanding his condition. Is he compromised? Under the influence of something external? I need to know immediately. Psychological Warfare 1. Clark's greatest strength, his heart. Clark's greatest strength isn't his power, it's his humanity. If it ever comes down to a confrontation, my plan involves reaching that part of him. Clark believes in people, in friendship, and in family. I'll remind him of who he is. If something has corrupted him, words can cut deeper than any weapon. If there's a part of the real Clark still inside, I'll find it. This is my first line of defense, not breaking him down, but reminding him who he is. 2. Lois Lane. If anyone can reach Clark when I can't, it's Lois. She's his anchor, the person who keeps him grounded in humanity. I have plans in place to ensure her safety, but she could also be my best hope at de-escalating a crisis. If something ever happens to Clark's mind, whether it's mind control, kryptonite poisoning, or external manipulation, Lois will be my key to getting through to him. I'll make sure she's protected, but I'll also use her as a way to save Clark from himself. Physical Confrontation and Containment 1. Kryptonite Arsenal. Clark has a weakness, kryptonite. I've secured different varieties over the years. Green kryptonite weakens him physically. Red distorts his mind. Should the worst happen, I'll use these selectively, not to kill, but to subdue him long enough to make him see reason. I won't enjoy using it, but sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones you can't avoid. 2. Leadlined Armor. I've designed armor that can withstand Clark's assaults. Lead-lined to block his X-ray vision, reinforced with the strongest alloys I can source. The armor is more than just defense. It's built with countermeasures. High-energy disruptors, sonic emitters tuned to Kryptonian frequencies, and a kryptonite core in case direct physical contact is necessary. I'll keep my distance, but if it comes to blows, I can hold my own. 3. Red sun radiation. Kryptonians lose their powers under the radiation of a red sun, like their home planets. I've constructed red sun generators capable of neutralizing Clark's abilities in a confined area. If it comes to a fight, I'll lure him into a space where I can activate the generators. His power will diminish to the point where he's just like any other man. Vulnerable. And that's when I'll take control. 4. Phantom Zone Projector. As a last resort, there's always the Phantom Zone, a dimension designed for the imprisonment of Kryptonians. If Clark becomes too dangerous to handle directly, I'll have no choice but to exile him there. It's a fate I'd never want for him, but if the world is at stake, I can't take chances. The projector is hidden away, only to be used if there's no other option. Contingency for Capture and Recovery 1. Neutralizing kryptonite influence. If Clark's mind is compromised by kryptonite or any other influence, my priority is curing him. I've developed serums and treatments to counteract the effects of most known kryptonite strains. I'll incapacitate him first, but once he's subdued, I'll work to reverse whatever's controlling him. This is about saving Clark, not destroying him. 2. Rehabilitation. Should Clark fall under any form of external control, rehabilitation will be my next step. I'll create a controlled environment far from civilian population centers where he can recover. My goal is never to break him, only to bring him back. He'll be under constant watch during this time. No risk will be taken. The world can't afford it. Ethical Considerations 1. Preservation of life. Clark's moral code is stronger than anyone's. I share his commitment to not taking lives. This contingency is not about killing Clark. It's about saving him from himself. Every step in this plan is designed to minimize harm. I won't let the world lose its greatest hero, and I won't let Clark lose his humanity. 2. Brotherhood and Respect. He may be an alien, but Clark is more human than most people I know. I respect him. I trust him. And while I prepare for the worst, I do so with the knowledge that he would never intentionally harm the world he loves. But if that day comes, I will be ready, not just to stop him, but to save him. Conclusion. Clark is family. I may not show it, I may never say it, but he is. This contingency plan isn't just about protecting the world from Superman. It's about protecting Superman from forces beyond his control. I've prepared every scenario, every possible way to neutralize him without causing permanent harm. If he ever loses control, I'll do what's necessary. I am the Knight. I am vengeance. I am Batman. And I come prepared, for Clark's sake.